If you've ever ghosted someone, just pray it wasn't Hecate, because she might just haunt you, literally. Hey there, fellow mythology nerds and casual internet wanderers. Welcome to Mythic Lounge, the place where legends come to chill and we break down ancient gods like they're just characters in your favorite video game, but with way more curses and moonlight rituals. Today we're talking about Hecate, the ultimate triple threat, goddess of magic, crossroads, and all things spooky. Think of her as the original goth queen meets RPG spellcaster. And trust me, she doesn't need a mana bar. If you've ever been into Greek mythology, dark magic, or just want to sound cool at parties by saying Hecate correctly, stick around. Smash that like button, summon that subscribe bell, and drop a comment if you've ever lit a candle and hope for something magical to happen. We won't judge. All right, light your torches, grab your familiar, and let's walk this crossroad together. So, who is Hecate? In Greek mythology, Hecate, or Hecate, is one of those deities that doesn't fit neatly into one box. She's not your classic Olympian, but she's not quite underworld only either. She's the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the moon, ghosts, necromancy, crossroads, and protective boundaries. Basically, if it sounds like something out of a midnight horror movie, it's probably in her job description. She's also known as a triple goddess, often depicted with 3 faces or 3 bodies, each looking in different directions. This symbolizes her dominion over the past, present, and future, and also over the 3 realms, earth, sea, and sky. Kind of like the ancient Greek version of the Triforce, but moodier. Now here's where it gets murky. Hecate's origin story is like that one mysterious character in every RPG that shows up out of nowhere and clearly knows more than she's letting on. Most myths say Hecate is the daughter of Perses and Asteria, titans associated with destruction and stars, respectively, which already gives her a cosmic, powerful edge, even before the Olympians took over. Unlike most titans who got wrecked in the Titanomachy, aka the Titan versus Olympian smackdown, Hecate not only survived, but got a promotion. Zeus, yeah, that Zeus was like, hey, you're cool, you keep your powers. Which is rare, considering Zeus usually handed out punishments like Oprah hands out free stuff. All right, let's talk powers, because Hecate's skill tree, it's stacked. Magic and witchcraft. She's literally the OG witch goddess. Before Hogwarts, there was Hecate. Ghosts and necromancy. She doesn't see dead people, she commands them. Crossroads, not just a Britney Spears song. In ancient Greece, crossroads were spooky AF. People believed spirits lingered there, and Hecate was their queen. The moon. She's heavily associated with the dark moon, that shadowy, mysterious lunar phase that screams, witch stuff is happening tonight. Dogs? Yeah, dogs, particularly black ones. They're often her companions or omens of her arrival. So if your dog starts barking at nothing, might be time to light a candle. Basically, if you're in the middle of the woods at night, surrounded by howling dogs and ghostly vibes, that's Hecate's turf. So what's in a Hecate starter kit? Torches, because she lights the way through darkness, literal and spiritual. Keys, representing hidden knowledge, thresholds, and secret wisdom. She's basically the locksmith of the gods. Daggers, symbolizing power, protection, and ritual. Dogs, again. Man's best friend is also goddess's best warning system. The number 3, she's all about 3s. Triple forms, triple paths, and don't forget the famous Hecate's supper, where offerings were left at 3-way crossroads. Ancient Greeks took her seriously. People would leave offerings at night, bread, garlic, eggs, wine, and even raw meat. If you forgot to leave something, you risk being haunted, or at least having a seriously bad day. So what was Hecate's vibe with the other gods? She was kind of a lone wolf, but everyone respected her. She helped Demeter search for her daughter Persephone when she was abducted by Hades, then later became Persephone's underworld BFF and guide. She's also said to have taught Medea, yes, the famously intense sorceress, her magical tricks. So next time someone calls Hecate obscure, just remind them she trained one of the most unhinged witches in ancient literature. But she wasn't evil, not even close. Hecate was protective, especially of outcasts, women and children. She was invoked for justice and protection, not just spooky rituals. Honestly, Hecate's like that mysterious neighbor who may or may not be a witch, but you know she'd totally help you out in a crisis. You just don't want to get on her bad side. So how's Hecate doing these days? Oh, she's thriving. You'll find her in everything from Shakespeare's Macbeth, Hecate's name drops in as the Queen of Witches, classic, Percy Jackson. Yep, she's there, mysterious and still rockin' the moonlit aesthetic. Video games, you've seen her referenced in Hades, Smite, Assassin's Creed, even Final Fantasy. Witch talk. Yes, the algorithm has claimed her too. She's a favorite among modern-day witches and spiritual practitioners. Modern neo-pagans and Wiccans often honor her as part of the triple goddess, maiden, mother, and crone. Hecate usually plays the crone, wise, shadowy, powerful. Okay, let's talk about the dark side. Yes, Hecate has some creepy vibes. Ghosts, shadows, necromancy, but she's not evil. Greek gods weren't cartoon villains or heroes. They were complicated, like really complicated. Like, this god turned into a swan to kidnap someone, complicated. Hecate represents power in the unknown, in mystery and liminal spaces, those in-between places like twilight, crossroads, or that moment between dream and waking. She's not trying to hurt you unless you're up to no good. Then maybe she'll send the ghosts. Okay, quick rant. How do you say her name? Is it Hecate? 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 The answer. All of them are fine. Ancient Greeks would have said Hecate with a long E at the end, like you're politely calling a magical barista. But really, unless you're summoning her in a dark forest, she's probably cool with however you say it. So there you have it, Hecate, the goddess of magic, mystery, and moonlight. The shadow-walking, torch-bearing, ghost-whispering queen of Crossroads who's still casting spells on pop culture centuries later. She's not just a witch goddess, she's a protector of the lost, a guide in the dark, and the ultimate reminder that power doesn't always scream. Sometimes it just softly lights a torch and waits. If you enjoyed this dive into the mystical world of Hecate, hit that like button like it's a magical trigger. Subscribe for more deep dives into the gods, monsters, and myths that shaped our world and maybe your next D&D character. Drop a comment. What's your favorite version of Hecate? Or, what deity should we summon? Feature next. Thanks for watching, fellow mortals, and remember, at the next crossroads in your life, maybe light a candle, just in case.